Hi, everybody. Dave Clark from InspectCheck-net. Today, we're talking about software tutorial video 13. So 4 great things here we're going to talk about today. 1, finalizing your report, how to do that, very simple. Creating a summary sheet, also very simple. Disseminating your report, also very simple. And archiving it. Everything is simple with InspectCheck. So let's dig into it. And I want to open a report and show you how to do these 4 things very easily and efficiently. Okay, so we have an open report right now, and we could see that the report is ready to be finalized. How do I know that? Because everything is checked. All these green and white checkbox tell me that the report is completed and ready to be finalized. So let's do that. And you see the autosave is clicking there. So let's finalize this report. And then that's the place where we're going to be able to add that summary if we want to. I want to be very clear. You don't have to add a summary if you don't want to. It's optional. And the summary is able to be a standalone document, or you can keep it in the report. Okay, we see now the report is finalized, and we can always go back and view, edit that report if we want to, download the PDF, email it, similar. But in this case, we have not created a report summary. How do I know? Because it would say, I'm going to show you that the interface will be different, but let's do that. So we want a report summary. Let's create it. And what the report summary is going to do is going to put all the conditions in the red column and the amber column in descending order. In other words, the worst issues, or the most serious, let me be correct here, the most serious issues are going to be first. So here's what it looks like. It's got home inspection summary report. We like this language in the front that says this report is a partial listing or preview of the complete home inspection report. It's imperative that you read the entire home inspection report, and it goes on a little bit, but you get the gist. Very important, okay? It's got the title at the top, the address, and as we go down through here, you're going to see a couple of things. One is you can put whatever text you want in there, just to start it off, to give them information on, what the summary is, or if there's something specific that you want them to look at. The other thing is, you have to check this box that says include report summary in full report PDF. Okay, so if you want to include it, you got to click that. If you don't, it won't be included. All right, so we're going to do that because then I want to show you what it looks like. So conditions noted below require necessary repair, further evaluation. Again, these are red. It says uncheck items to exclude them from the report summary. Again, this is a worksheet. So let's say you don't want to put something in there. I don't know what you wouldn't want it, but we'll do it for the sake of working on this. So we're going to click that. So now that is not going to appear in the report. Okay. Another nice thing to note is, let's say we want to put something here. We just want to add anything. It's there. So we can go to any of these boxes and add whatever we want. And we could also delete things too. Let's say you want to change that description a little bit. No problem. You can do that. All right, and we go down, then we have, this report's got a lot of issues because it was really a sample report, but normally they're not this long, the summary page. However, you get to pick what you want in there. Maybe you want 5 things in there, the 5 worst things, we'll say, the 5 most serious things. All right, so we're going to save this, but we're going to save and close because we want to go back to the finalize. So keep in mind, we can use this as a standalone if we want to. So again, this was a little bit longer because this was a sample report. So we added a lot of, we'll say, issues to it. Okay. So a couple of things now. We can go back and view and edit that. And you can always go back and view and edit it and then uncheck that box, and then it won't be included anymore. Okay. Very clear. You can click this and you can email that directly to your client as a standalone document. But because we included the summary in the final report, if we email them the final report, they're going to get that summary also. Right, so we'd have to go back, view, edit, and unclick that box that doesn't include it. Right, so we're going to take a look at this is what the standalone a summary report is here. So let me open that. We go to this home inspection report summary. This report is a summary of a partial listing or preview of the complete home inspection report. It's imperative that you read the complete home inspection. Same verbiage, right? And here it is, conditions noted. And there's not pictures, there's not all kinds of stuff to cloud it up. It just goes through and puts down the most important things. And again, this one's going to be, a bigger report, we'll say, because it just is, So I'm going to go back here, back to our finalize screen. And I want to show you what it looks like in the report because there's something really nice that you're going to like. There you go. Home inspection. That's going to be the first thing they see after the contract, of course. The report summary is here. And if you notice, these are hot links. So let's say they're going to the report summary. And I've had people tell me, and I don't like that. They say, we just use your report summary. It's comprehensive enough, gives us all the information, cuts right to the chase. And that's why we don't include pictures and all kinds of other things and graphics. What we want to do is kind of use this as a bullet list or just an overview of what's there. But let's say you see uneven ridgeline in your client's like, I'm not really sure, or damaged, deteriorated chimney. So I'm not really sure what they're talking about. Areas of covering are missing, loose, or damaged. Where are they talking about? You know, because there's no pictures here, there's no nothing, even though they were hopefully with you. But if we click on that, it immediately brings you right to that part. And you can see here it is. It pops you. Those are hot links that bring you right there. It's fantastic. So we really like that quite a bit. And so if we go back to the final report, there it is. And again, this one does not have our summary. So if you don't include the summary, notice how it's not included here. Okay, we're going to go back to our Finalize screen. And again, I just want to be clear, you can email this as a standalone document if you want to. But once you include it here, it won't be. So I just want to show you this real quick. So now you've completed that and you're like, I really don't want to include that in the report. Not a problem. All you do is uncheck that. And again, you can uncheck anything if you don't want to include it, but just uncheck that, save and close, watch what happens. It's going to go right back to the Finalize screen. And that Finalize screen now, the report summary is there, but it's not going to be included in the final report. Okay, so we would have to go back to view, edit, and then include in final report. The summary is created, but it's not going to be included in the final report. Okay, so remember, even though this is in the finalized stage, you can always go back and view, edit everything. We always give you that. Doesn't matter. You know, obviously pending in progress, you can do that. Finalize, you can do that. The only time you can't is when we go to archive. So if we click archive, archive means that report is stored on the system. You can always get to it. You can view it. You can email it. You can download the PDF. You can do everything you want to do to that report, except you can't edit it. Okay. So it's still there. So what we say is make sure that you're done with that report. And, you know, usually after a month or so, you're not going to make any edits to it at that point. And then you could just put it in archive, and then it kind of gets it out of the way so it's not listed with all your reports, because, you know, it gets crowded on that dashboard sometimes. So that's the way we like to do it. So we call it our super summary page, and people love it the way it's set up. You can customize it, of course, by deciding what you want to put in there. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I know that the summary feature, a lot of people like it, some people don't, but we feel that is just a fantastic feature that a lot of people use, and it's amazing how many times we get calls and say people think that that's more comprehensive than their last home inspection report. So, but you can include it in the final if you want to. You can use it as a standalone. Some guys use that as a standalone to send out right away, so they can start looking at some of the bullet points, and then they include it or not include it in the final report just to kind of get the ball rolling. But with InspectCheck, you should be able to get the whole report out at the same time. So our next tutorial, video 14, talks about the inspection report, the content and design. Then after that, video 15, collecting data with InspectNotes. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.